believe in what we do in that park, which is consensus-based horizontal democracy. That park, that General Assembly, is an anarchist organizing tool. That's anarchy. That's how anarchy would be organized. The way that parks work.
Give me when you say horizontal democracy, meaning everybody gets a say.
Exactly. An equal say. In representative,
get anything done?
It's a little slower. It takes a while, but you just come to agreements. We've had consensus on probably 60, 70 topics already by now. And big major moves in the organization. And anybody who steps into the foot of that plaza is immediately welcomed as an equal member of our community. You can block something even if you've been there for 2 minutes.
Really?
Absolutely. If you wanted to walk into that park after the interview and sit down in General Assembly, you'd be immediately accepted as an equal member of the community. But that's how it works.
That seems like a recipe for gridlock.
Hasn't been yet. I mean, some issues are gridlocked, like the demands, but they should be gridlocked because we shouldn't have demands.
So you guys haven't been able to bring up demands yet.
Some folks are trying to propose demands, and they get shot down because people are like, this does not reflect my values, or some other people say we shouldn't have demands at all. I think putting in effort to draft demands is forward. We would be asking demands of the state or of business, and those things, to me, the only thing they can do to help us is go away. And so I think what's much more productive, and the way that the debate has been shifting now, is more towards what's the future of our movement, what is the purpose of this, what do we hope to do, which isn't asking demands of capital or the state. It's saying, like, what is this all about, what's the future, let's vision this out. And I think that's a much more productive conversation, because then we're demanding things of ourselves and how we want to create a future, not demanding things of the stuff that we're trying to fight.
And how realistic do you think your vision is, your personal vision for the future?
I think it's very, very, very realistic. My only concern is that we won't have time to shift into something like that before, we've exhausted the resources of this planet and made it unlivable because of, climate change and pollution and such. I mean, I firmly believe that we only have a few centuries left where we can keep going at this rate before the planet becomes unlivable to human life. And so unless some very radical change is implemented soon, we have no hope as a species. We're just going to die out. We're going to kill ourselves off. And the Earth will live on. The Earth will take 2 million years to fix itself, but we'll be gone. And so I think that no compromise is the only way to go right now. The only way to go is radical reform to a world that isn't, based on profit and based on continuous growth and exploitation, but it's rather based on sharing abundance and sharing resources and not needing so much crap. We don't need any of this stuff. We just need to live together and share and love each other.
And how do you think you could stay in the park even when it gets sub-zero?
I hope so. We'll see what happens with that. I mean, I don't know. They don't let us set up tents. Maybe we'll figure out a way to set up tents. Maybe they'll let us do that for the winter time as a humanitarian concern. Maybe we'll have to move the operation somewhere else. I don't know how that works. But I'll tell you right now, a lot of folks here don't have any plans to go anywhere right now. We plan to stay right here and keep building this because it's galvanized into a huge movement, We're the epicenter of what now represents 72 different communities that have done this, I just heard today that Allentown, Pennsylvania is starting one tomorrow, It's crazy. Everywhere is just doing this now. And we have a responsibility to try to take this moment and seize it. And the reason why we're getting so much success is because everyone can relate to the message of the financial industry has exploited us, and the government has helped the financial industry exploit us. And also, everyone can relate to the fact that we're being super peaceful. A lot of times, protests have this element of getting in a war with the state. And then you have to fight tear gas and smash windows and stuff, and feel however you want about that. But nothing that does that will galvanize this many people and gain this much public support and be on the front page of the newspaper every single day for weeks. We are the hottest news story in New York right now. Everybody wants to talk about this. I just interviewed with Italian television and gave a half-hour interview to The Guardian. And I'm just somebody standing in the audience. Every person around me probably talked to the media 3 times. They can't get enough of it. So this is really something that could galvanize a movement, even to a greater degree than the Tea Party hoopla did a couple years ago, Because we're trying to not work within the paradigm of the state. The Tea Party galvanized a movement, and then they got a caucus in the Republican Party, and they tried to influence the Republican Party. And to some degree, they've been able to do that and marginally pull the Republican Party to their side. My opinion is that the Democrats are going to start pulling themselves to our side just naturally to try to appease us without us having to incorporate ourselves into them or make demands of them, They're just going to naturally see how big this is and shift to the left anyway. And we would be only compromising our values by allying with them the way the Tea Partiers did with the Republicans.
Does it surprise you at all that the dominant sort of protest movement after 2008's financial support for the left was the Tea Party and not something like this?
Yes, I mean it doesn't surprise me, and here's why. Because the American left has been very, very, very fractured for very, very, very long. I mean, they busted up the unions, they crushed all the leftist and communist dissent and anarchist dissent for decades during the Cold War. So the left is so weak, and the only left that remained was left that was so pissed off and so ready for change that they got kind of militant, and like I don't necessarily disagree with that tactic, but it's not going to galvanize the movement the way that this has, and so the left needed more time to kind of like get ready. The right is highly organized already, the left is disorganized, and the left are dreamers, the left are folks who are trying to conceptualize an entirely new world, and it takes longer to galvanize that, but I think that this is really the beginning of it.
What do you think is the difference between the horizontal democratic communities that are not driven by growth and profit that you envision, and the communes of the 60s that the hippies started with the same?
Okay, well, I mean, the movement right now is politicized, first of all. So, like, we're a political movement that has like an agenda and an end. A lot of those cooperative communities are beautiful and did practice horizontal democracy, but they were also kind of like, I don't mean to be disparaging, but like soaked in drugs and such. We don't allow drugs in that park. We don't allow alcohol in that park. We're very anti-drug and alcohol. This is not what this is about at all. This is not a party. This is not a game. Now those communes practice similar type of democracy, but for different ends. We're trying to galvanize a political movement. Additionally, our movement takes place in urban areas. We can do outreach where the media can come, where we can go and rally and protest. So we're not separating ourselves from the world and forming our own community full of only like-minded people. We're building a community that reflects our values that anyone can come and visit and be a part of. And then we're going out every day in various creative ways and challenging the systems we disagree with. So we haven't left society. We're right in the fucking heart of it every minute. That's the big difference. They left. We're not people. And they did drugs and shit,
What's the plan for today? Is it have a march and then
all of our marches are always fun.
Oh, I thought somebody gave me this schedule. Somebody gave me a schedule.
Oh, for the days of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we do have a schedule. I thought you meant what's the plan for this specific march.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, we have a daily schedule. So at we're gonna have lunch when we get back at 1:30, and then we'll have like open time where all of our working groups will meet, where there will be skill shares and teach-ins and like facilitated discussions and conversations, and like a lot of meetings get done then. And then at 5:30 we'll have another march, and then when we return for the evening at 7 we'll have our large General Assembly, which typically has about 400 to 800 people attending, participating in horizontal democracy.
So
every day.
There's no big like Brooklyn Bridge type thing scheduled for today.
No. We're just doing our 2 regular marches a day. But we did this cool zombie-themed one. The Arts and Culture Committee came up with this idea. We do have a huge union march on Wednesday, though. There's a ton of unions that are behind us, including the Transit Workers Union and 1199 SEIU healthcare workers, among many others. And they're doing a rally for us in City Hall, and then all of the union folks are marching with us to Liberty Square. And there's also a student walkout that day, where a lot of CUNY students are protesting. They're walking out of school, and they're heading to Liberty Square.
This is
all Wednesday evening. So there'll be a huge student, this has become the epicenter for democracy and dissent in the city already. So the unions want to march, they're marching to Liberty Square. Students want to walk out, they're walking out to Liberty Square.
Meeting.
Zuccotti Park. Yeah, we've renamed it Liberty Square. In recognition of both the original name before the towers fell, it was called Liberty Plaza before the towers fell, and also in recognition of Tahrir Square in Egypt, which translates to Liberty Square. So we kind of took those 2 concepts and renamed this to Liberty Square.
Is there a deliberate modeling after Tahrir Square?
Absolutely, yes. I'm not really a part of that because I'm not very internet, but like the media, Twitter, all these viral YouTube videos, Facebook, all this crap is like doing a tremendous amount of our outreach.
So, what do you guys think? I mean, are you worried at all about being co-opted into a union message?
Absolutely not. No, nobody would allow that to happen. But everybody here is hell-bent on horizontal democracy.
So you're okay having partners who are different than you?
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely. But the goal is to galvanize horizontal democratic movements across the country, and that's not changing. assembly. Like, it's very, very, very rare that you have any dissent around that. And it's interesting to me because I am an anarchist, and that is an anarchist like way of organizing. The horizontal, fully democratic, consensus-based. That's anarchy. And you have all these folks who are like liberal reformists who are like, wow, this is great, I love this, I don't ever want to change. And I'm like, hey, you know that's anarchy? And then we get into an interesting discussion about it, and then people become radicalized, you know? So, but yeah, people are love those assemblies. You know, that's not changing at all. That's the whole point of what we're doing.
A friend of mine is actually writing a book about anarchism.
Oh, cool.
Forgetting the name, there was a famous anarchist who was Russian but based in the United States for the part of the last century.
Cool. This one?
Heard of a professor named Avric? A-V-R-I-C.
I don't think so. He's writing a book about this theorist in the turn of the century.
Yeah. No, he wrote the book and then he died, and his daughter is rewriting the book.
Oh, cool.
Are you John Engel?
Who?
Are you John Engel?
No, Dan Harris.
Oh, okay. Hi, Dan.
How you doing?
Did you like a particular show or
He's
something?
on MSNBC International. Richard Engel.
Yeah,
Richard
I know
Engel.
Richard, but I'm not.
Well, you look a little like him. If you've only seen him on TV.
In person, you believe me, pretty different.
Okay.
But he's a nice guy. I like
He's
him.
a fabulous man.
Yeah, he's very, very talented.
Have you been here when they're having the meetings and the discussion?
No, I'm excited.
One of
You're
the,
gonna stay, right? You're gonna see
the
that
wonderful things is the loudspeaker system was taken away.
If you want a copy of this, I'll give it to you at the camp.
Oh, cool.
All right, I've been recording you for a while.
That's awesome. I would love
Okay.
to see that.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay.
Can I give you my email address, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to be too big to email, but give me your email address and I'll give it a try.
Okay, yeah, it's actually probably will be too big to email. I'll take a look at it later, man.
Okay. All right.
Let me at least give you my email address.
Huh?
I'll at least try to give you my email address.
Okay.
Maybe when we're done with this. So I don't have a pen on me. That's really cool. I mean, he really wanted to hear about what I had to say. You know,
Write your email address in the back of
he was
mine.
all about it. You know, it's really nice.
Uh-huh.
Most reporters just ask me a couple questions, or ask
Yeah.
anybody a couple questions that he's really interested in.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
You're very articulate.
Oh, thank you.
Put zombie in parentheses so I know who you are, all right?
See what I done did, all right? See what I done did. See what I done did.
We have lost so many.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
There's mine. All right.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.